Okay, are we recording right now? Well, then we need to tell all our listeners about the only way this show exists is because of donations. Yeah, you guys can keep up the conversation, but I'll let it be known. You know, I got to hold this fucking shit together. Please go to jimandeddytalkshit.com. That's our website, jimandeddytalkshit.com.
What's your Twitter feed?
Talking Shit News, where you want to get everything about the show. Talking Shit News. And Farside runs that. And so if you're listening right now, it's Thursday, and you can donate. Go to our website, jimandeddytalkshit.com. Give us a little bit of money. Keeps this thing rolling. We're like public radio. You know? That's how it works. You keep donating, and...
It's nothing like public radio.
Yeah, it's just like public radio. Paul, why would you say it's not like public radio?
The system's the same.
It's the same thing. We request money and we give people art.
Do you remember public radio? Like, it doesn't really exist anymore, does it? But
I don't know. NPR does.
I'm going to be at the Improv in Pittsburgh. I'm going to be at the Canyon Club. It's near LA somewhere. I don't know how to say it. Gura Hills. Kevin and Bean's April Foolishness. Then I will be doing the Global Atheist Convention in Melbourne, which I assume people aren't going to go there to see just me. So some place in Brisbane sold out. The Comics Land in Melbourne sold out. The Sydney show at the Factory, we've just put an extra show on, so go and see that show.
I am at the Cincinnati... No, I'm at Bimbo's 360 room, San Francisco, March 30th. I believe that's sold out. Then I'm at Flappers in Burbank doing the Setlist show. That's Paul Provenza's show. What do you do? Well, explain the show.
It's Troy Conrad's work of evil genius.
Okay,
I'm just lucky enough to be taking it around.
What is the show?
We make up set lists, and you get each item on stage in front of the audience or ready at the mic.
Okay, so we do that show. Then I'm at Kevin and Bean's April Foolishness, the Gibson, April 7th. Then I'm at the Cincinnati Improv, April 12th to 15th. I'm at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club in the MGM in Las Vegas, and that is May 7th to... It's like for a whole week I'm going to be in fucking Vegas. May 19th, Hollywood Improv. May 19th. That's it. All right, so let's start the show.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie.
Well, welcome to Talking Shit. I'm Eddie Ift. I'm here with most of the Mongs except for Farside. We got our guest Paul Provenza. Jim's here. We're sitting on Jason's bed. In our house.
That doesn't make me feel good at all.
Jason brought his new roommate who has MS named MSG. And Paul, somebody asked us to do an app. They want to give us a deal where we would be the navigation, where you would hear us like if you made a wrong...
But I've done that in the UK. There's no money to be made in it.
I think there is. We're going to do it.
Yeah, but there's some serious subversion fun you can.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no censorship. Like, we can go, you made a wrong turn, you dumb cunt, turn around.
I've always dreamed of having Gilbert Gottfried on my GPS.
He'd be awesome.
Just have him as a passenger in your car. Like, you know him.
It'd probably be as much as having a GPS.
I'm free this weekend.
I could probably get him cheap.
I can drive you around.
Make a left.
Make a left. What's the one? Affleck. What did he get in trouble? Oh, the Twin Towers joke.
No, for the tsunami
Oh,
jokes.
the tsunami joke.
He does a routine about that where he goes, these people were so offended. They were so offended. They were watching their families wash down the street going, enough of that May Pang. I'm still offended by this man's tweet.
Yep. I love him.
Yeah, okay. He's one of those ones that I've never tried to do an impersonation of him, but I think that was my first go at it.
Everyone can,
Everyone can sort of do it.
Yeah.
You always start off with Andy Dick and morph more towards the person you're trying to be.
That's just in life, isn't it?
That's what Andy's been trying to do.
But you can't do a quiet impression of Gilbert.
Or what?
You can't do a quiet impression of Gilbert.
Oh, I can do it quiet.
You've talked to Gilbert like
my one
stage.
turns
My favorite
into
Gilbert.
Moses
I've known
Lack.
Gilbert for 30 years, and my favorite bit
Really?
of all
There's
the
been
millions of hours of Gilbert material that he's come up with and thrown away, you'll never hear again. He used to do a bit, which was he used to do a movie review of the Zapruder film.
What's the Zapruder film? What's that?
The Kennedy assassination.
more information.
Kennedy was
film
the president.
when
Oh,
Kennedy
Shooty
was
Headhead.
assassinated.
Yeah.
Shooty Headhead. That's right.
Shooty Headhead. I know
Did you ever see
I
Gilbert's?
believe that was his college nickname.
Did you ever see his Saturday Night Live audition tape?
No.
Yeah, it's really funny. He goes into a bank and they tell him, if you want to audition for Saturday Night Live, you have to have a tape. So he goes into a bank and he's like, "Hey, what kind of tape is in the camera up there?" And they're like, "It's a videotape." He's like, "Good. This is a stick up." And he goes, "Now here is my impression of," and he does his 3 impressions and his 3 original characters to all the people lying on the ground, and he's got a gun. And he goes, "Now I need the tape."
He does do a couple of impressions quite good though, doesn't he?
Who does he do?
Yeah. He used to do some great ones. He did a great David Brenner. But he used to do. He had this
Is
character
his
that he used to
impression
do.
even boring?
He had this character that he used to do called Tony Delvico, the stand-up comic from Brooklyn, and they tried to do it on Saturday Night Live, but they really couldn't because you can't back down from this one. You can't make it TV friendly. But he'd just go, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, why did the moron throw the clock out the window?
I don't know.
I don't know why.
Because he's a fucking moron. I told you this. He's a moron. He doesn't know you don't throw shit out the window. Now, why did the moron do it?" He just did a string of these things at the top of his lungs. It was fucking frighteningly funny.
But he is Gilbert is. I saw him. I think I opened for him one night at Caroline's, and he's a pussy hound.
Well,
He's a man,
Since
I
he's
heard,
been
yeah.
married with kids.
I know
Yeah.
he was.
But Penn Jillette told me a story once. I don't remember the details, but somehow it was Penn Jillette bought him a hooker, and the hooker refused to fuck him.
Hey, Jason, you and Gilbert have something in common.
And he said, "That's bad, right?" And Penn said, "Gilbert, I can't pay this woman to fuck you," quite literally.
We had when I was doing when we were in Hong Kong. You do gigs in Hong Kong. I was in Hong Kong, and I had a whole bunch of guys with me when we were filming that documentary, and they would go out every night and get hookers in the Hong Kong bars. And there was this one guy that worked on our movie that was such an evil guy that he was trying to bring hookers home, and none of them would go with him. Like they knew better, and so finally he got a girl that was a hooker in training. And like it was like
I know them.
all the other girls went
Children.
all the other girls told her, "You have to go with him." Like no one wanted to go with him.
She was the low ranking.
Yeah. And the reason I know this because I came home and he was fucking her in my bed. And I go, "Why are you fucking in my bed?" And he goes, "Oh, your friend told me to. In fact, he gave me the key to your room and said, 'Fuck her in Eddie's bed.'" All right. Where do we go from here? I'm sure Jim has a hooker story to tell.
I don't have a hooker story to tell.
Have you ever had a hooker?
No. It's ridiculous. What are you talking
Paul,
about?
can we tell our hooker story yet?
Which one?
The Dubai one?
I told it on Green Room.
Did you? Well, you never let me talk about it. You're like, "Oh, no, you.
never-
Oh, Glenn Wool was the one that said we could never tell."
That's why I did it with him on the
But
show.
that's the thing is Glenn was not married to that woman anymore.
Oh, so
so
we can tell it?
you
Oh,
can
he
talk
certainly isn't. Now,
Will you tell the hooker
Now
story?
he wants us to go and tell her.
How many hookers did we bring back?
I don't know, 5?
I imagine it was more. In my head, there was Congo lines of hookers in the house.
I don't know. It was just, it ended up being me and Glenn with these 2 hookers who none of us wanted to do anything. But he decided that he would sing along with an entire Guns N' Roses album. And they said, "Well, I guess this is what turns these guys on." And they sat
We
and
made them
pretended to
listen.
be Guns N' Roses fans. It was hilarious.
I think I played. I played drums. I don't know how to play drums. I
At one
just play.
point, we had like the 5 or 6 girls, and it was you, me, and Glenn Wool, and who else? The guy the promoter or something. The guy whose house it was.
Yeah, we went to some house and there were
And
drugs
so
being
some others.
done.
But
in
at one point,
Dubai.
we were all, sort of a conga line marching around the house, whistling the bridge over the River Kwai.
And the thing was, they were Chinese hookers, and we didn't know where they filmed the bridge over the River Kwai. We were all like, "What? It's an Asian song."
What's that song? That's the one. Yeah, I always get mixed up with The Great Escape. Yeah. No, that's a different one. Yeah. I reckon that was bullshit. That movie.
What, River Kwai or Great Escape?
No, both were bullshit.
The hookers weren't bullshit.
The bridge over the River Kwai was they were interviewing some guys. They were going, we never We never were walking along whistling in a jaunty way. We were really tired.
I would imagine that.
We'd been whipped and we were making a bridge all fucking day.
Yeah.
It was hell.
And that scene was actually in the original script for the Bataan Death March film.
And the Great Escape. There was no Americans in the Great Escape. It was only British guys.
Is that the Steve McQueen film?
Yeah. It was only.
That
What
was
happened was
incredible.
the American guys actually helped dig the tunnels, and then all the Americans were shipped off to a different base like 2 weeks before the escape. It was only British guys that escaped, but then they sort of went, well, the Americans don't want to watch that.
No.
So we got to keep a few of them in, but no, it was all bullshit. There was some Australians that escaped, but who cares about that?
I'm glad we cleared that up.
No, I'm just saying it's a very popular film. I'm sorry.
What are you suggesting? Hollywood movies are full of shit?
Let's all get back to our stories about prostitutes.
Next, you're going to tell me there's no Transformers.
No, but Transformers is a fictional story completely. I'm just
Don't
saying.
talk about that
sorry.
around him.
Oh yeah, he's a Transformer problem.
Transformers.
He and his brother had one of the biggest
There was
fights
an
ever.
incident. I broke a Transformer and blamed my
incident.
brother, and he got flogged to death almost by my parents.
and they just made up about 20 years later. Just
It
recently.
took
About
us
3 weeks ago.
It took us 20 years for me to admit that I did it and apologize. The guilt has been over my head.
Yeah,
Which I'm upset about because now I feel guilty about other things in my life, and that used to take up a lot of space.
you got to clear that RAM. So, was your brother harboring anger for the 20 years as well?
Oh, yeah. He used to like sometimes. See, what happened was I broke it in the car. We were driving. My mum had just gotten it for me, and I tried to force the leg to sort of transform, and the leg just snapped off, right? And I knew that I'd get in trouble if I broke a toy that was just purchased for me. It wasn't a birthday or anything. It was just purchased for me, right? And my brother had one as well, and he got given his one. And then he came into my room with his one going, hey, can we look at your one? And I went, no. And then I went, Mom, Scott just broke my Transformer, right? And then he called. He said I didn't do it. Mum called him a liar and kept on hitting him until eventually he said that he did do it. Then he was made to apologize to me and give me his Transformer.
That's how the American judicial system works.
I was just going to say, you should be working on Wall Street.
It got to such a stage that I wanted to own up, but the flogging that he was getting was so horrific that I didn't want that flogging as well. So the guilt, I would break out in sweats when I thought about it. And so occasionally, like we're talking right up until I was about 15, my brother be 19, I'd be 15, sitting on the couch, and Scott would just turn to me in the middle of a movie and go, you did it, didn't you, little bastard? Just say you fucking did it. And I'd run out of the room like, I don't want to talk about it. But the thing is, he did a lot more cuntier things to me in my childhood than that. That was the one cunty thing I did to him. Like, he still owes me a lot more than that. But a lot of guilt. So don't mention Transformers. I didn't even see the movies. I won't see them.
Because they'll bring up too many difficult memories.
Imagine
Everyone in my generation goes, I love Transformers. And you know what's going to happen now? My fuckwit fans, and they are fuckwits, are going to start sending me Transformer pictures on my fan
Riley
page.
Trotter, if you can make a Transformer out of bananas.
They will start sending Transform. I actually played Bananas Cabaret or something, and they had bananas on the stage. I had to have them removed like after the gig because I felt a bit just queasy, just a little bit vomity.
Oh, I still don't believe that.
It's not because you think I'm scared of them, and I've told you I'm not scared of them. I don't like to be around them.
You ever heard anybody with such an irrational fear?
I have not, and of all the irrational fears I would think Jim had, this wouldn't be one of them.
Love's one of them.
Who don't know that?
Yeah. But I just figured bananas.
No, the banana thing. Are you allergic or something?
The smell will make me vomit. Like if I smell it too much, I'll dry retch the smell. But that's like just not liking a food thing. But my brother used to mash them into my face because he knew that they turn me green, like to see them. If I see one on a footpath or something, my stomach will just slightly turn. But then
so bananas are your kryptonite.
The fear comes in. See, Eddie doesn't believe that. The fear comes in the sense that when people know that you hate them that much and it'll make you vomit, people want to peel them and go, ugh, in your face. It's not like I see one when I'm all by myself, all peeled up, and I run away. The fear is connected to, I think that someone's going to get it and forcibly.
Maybe you need to hang around a better class of people.
Yeah, nice people don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
John's
if
never
you told
done
me you
anything
had
like
an
that to me.
irrational disgust of bananas, I wouldn't shove one in your face.
Yeah.
You would. If
I
we
wouldn't.
got
I'd
drunk,
think about it a
if
lot,
we got
but I
drunk, you would
wouldn't.
so
I'd
like put one next to my head or something. until I
I'd jerk
woke up.
off to that.
You would, wouldn't you? I would do it to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You bring it on
I
yourself, though,
wouldn't.
because you
I-
would do
I-
it to somebody. They'd do it to you.
I've never done anything to you.
Yeah, you have. You
What?
told everybody to Google Eddie if has AIDS.
I asked you if you wanted to edit it out. and
Yeah, we gave you chances
We
on
gave
that.
you a chance.
Don't include yourself. You have no production
asked me too.
authority
I
of the
asked
show.
you.
No, do you remember what happens when you say delete
I
something?
think you guys should have. I think you guys should have like a
We don't like each
seriously-
other. None of us like each other.
You should have a seriously qualified therapist to sit here and.
Oh,
just,
you said qualified.
Yeah, we break them down. Send us another one. We broke this one.
Just,
Yeah.
just
This was
sort
a-
of,
this
you know
was-
what? There's some shrink out there should create a podcast that follows yours immediately. Just
Lalit is a
You
professional
and I.
therapist, and she's gotten naked on the show. She's sucked strippers' tits. She's let every guy in the room sniff her vagina. She's what else have you done, Lalit?
That qualifies me as a therapist.
She masturbated over Jason's head while he was masturbating.
why don't I get called to come to your dopey show when she's letting everybody sniff her vagina? I don't get those calls.
Go ahead, you can
I get
do
the
it.
call when there's like a banana incident.
Yeah,
Somebody
but
needs to come and swat it with a magazine.
You got to work her into it.
Yeah, and if you get another hit movie, she'll fuck you for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you gotta be. It depends on where you're.
Look,
One's not enough?
Did the green room get picked up for a third season?
Still don't know yet.
If it gets picked up, she's gonna fuck you.
I hope it doesn't
There's
get
no
picked up.
basis.
Hey,
of
how many
evidence on that at all.
seasons do we have to go through before I'm allowed to go back on? Will I get back on
Anytime you
in
fucking want.
No, in the green room.
Nah, anytime you want. And I'm hoping that Showtime doesn't pick us up because we got other places to go that are way more interesting.
If you haven't watched the Green Room, you should.
You gotta
If you're a
start a
listener,
podcast as
listen
well.
to listen to the Green Room or watch the Green Room.
No, you know what's weird about the whole podcast thing? It's
Everyone's got
already
one.
too crowded. There's no room on the internet anymore.
That's
what they said 10 years ago,
No
man.
one's listening to podcasts because everybody's making one.
I'll tell
Everybody.
you. Speaking of podcasts, last night I performed at the Roosevelt Hotel with Adam Carolla for a disease that I can't remember quite what it
The
is.
disease was in the audience.
No, but I wasn't a
Was
good.
it pro or anti?
It was finding a cure, comedy for a cure, and the initials were TSA, but obviously they don't call themselves TSA. It was some kid's disease that sort of screws, makes them fucked up or whatever, right? So I go and do the gig, and it's me and that redheaded bird from The Office. What's her name? Kate Flannery.
Oh, okay. The horny chick.
Yeah. The drunk one. And so Kate Flannery, me, and fucking Corolla, and the MC lady goes, we have Kate Flannery from The Office, we have Adam Carolla from the Adam Carolla Show and the Man Show and all that, and we have a new up and coming comedian. And I was like, can you fuck right off? I'm doing this for free. I want to be home right now, right? So anyway, I did the gig. It turns out she was right. I did seem like an up and coming comedian.
She covered your ass a little.
Oh, yeah. The audience, there was a bit where I just looked at a woman where I went, I know I'm a bad booking, but let's make the best of a bad situation. Like, they really brought me to the last bit. So I show up there and I said to Adam, I said, Adam, what is this disease? Are you like a patron's disease? He goes, no. He's a bit like my other impersonation.
Andy.
Adam just became Andy Dick.
He goes, no. He goes, Larry Miller was meant to be emceeing it, and he's a friend of mine, and now he hasn't fucking shown up, right? So Adam just stood in front of this charity, in front of these people who just had a big auction, going, what is this? Who are you? He's the ballsiest man in the world. Yeah. There was like kids and parents crying. He told a great story though anyway, I won't tell you
About the disease?
No, about when he went out with a Dixie chick. Have you ever heard him tell that
No.
story? Oh, he went out with one of the Dixie chicks, but just to the Grammys because his management and her management set it up. And then when he comes back, I think he's told this on his podcast, so I'm not ruining anything. Then when he comes back, he's still working on the Man Show, and there's a bunch of flowers from the Dixie chicks going, hey, had a great night, would like to see you again. And he rang her up saying, look, I've got a girlfriend, thanks, whatever, really sorry, but I can't see you. And then the next day he gets an oversized Mrs. Fields cookie, and it said, I will not take no for an answer. We must go out, right? And then he's like, hey, look, I appreciate it. I got to go for him. The next day he gets like a used pair of underwear that says, when are we going to fuck, right? And so he rings her up and goes, look, we can't do it. And then he sees in the corner Jimmy Kimmel's filming it.
Kimmel's amazing like that.
So I'm sorry, Adam. That's your story.
Did you guys ever see Windy City Heat?
It's the greatest film of
Oh
all
my
time.
God, it's
of
it's
all
brilliant.
time.
It's brilliant.
That's who
That's
we
a
have
Jimmy
to get
Kimmel
on.
project,
we got to get
right?
Perry on this show. But I think
I've
think
seen
Carl-
it. That one where they take the piss out of
Yeah,
that
I
bloke.
think Carl.
Oh,
if
my
you
I find
think,
it
if
cruel.
you think we do,
It's
yeah,
so
you find
interesting
it
that
cruel,
you say
meanwhile
that.
we do that to
It's
him.
so interesting that you say that because I always feel like just when I'm starting to feel like it's a little cruel, the guy is such a dick that you don't care anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like Jason. I understand.
Yeah,
There
no,
you
no.
go,
but
all right.
Some people get mad the way we treat Jason, and then you spend time with him, and he pushes you over the edge.
You just told me that you want to spend more time with
No,
me.
but see, this is
So I can
this
come up
is
with
the,
more jokes about
This
you.
is the thing I feel about Jason. When I started doing Opie and Anthony a fair bit, and they had all their retarded guys who'd come on who they'd poke fun at, and to begin with, I didn't join in too much in poking fun at the retarded people because I felt like this is a bit mean spirited, right?
This
but
is
then I
mean.
realized
Grouping him with
This,
I'd like to know where that threshold
yeah,
is for
but
you.
that gave those people an identity. They loved it. They wanted to have photos with you afterwards. It was a big day out from them. They were going, can I be on the show tomorrow? They wanted to keep coming back. Jason's like that. Without Jason, without me and Eddie, right? Jason's really got nothing going on. Like there's no one buying
What about
Jason
his hair care
t-shirts.
products?
How many friends did you
What
have
about
on
the
Facebook
Jason
before
hair
us?
care
I
products?
didn't use Facebook before I did
Exactly,
this.
and now you have 2,000 friends.
Yeah, you have
2,000 friends.
That's 2,000 potential hair care product buyers.
They're
my
not in the
friends.
demographic.
None of your Facebook people.
Wait,
We're the reason. Hey, Jesse's here, by the way. Hello, Jesse.
you don't kill yourself because of this show.
That's true.
This show keeps you from killing yourself.
That-
In fact, we're going to quit it now. So you
No,
kill
in
yourself.
fact, I'm pretty sure if without the show, you would be dead.
What
by
about
now.
the Fantastic Sam's thing?
Yeah, there's always that. Actually, now it's like there's a quick lube shop for sale in Tennessee that the owner's willing to play the bank on and
Can you
Hey,
can you
Play
pay
in
him
the
off?
bank.
Can you pay him off in hair conditioner?
payment. I don't think so.
I'm gonna.
Can you get a medicinal marijuana?
Do you have like a
cards from
garage full of hair
California?
care
No, no,
products?
what?
Like, do you have a garage full of hair care products? Like
He doesn't
like
have a garage.
He doesn't have a.
But there's
true.
there's
Is that bed full of hair care products?
Jason, be
Jim.
honest. Be honest here. Where do you think your life would be right now if you never met me already?
Yeah.
What would you be doing? Where would you be?
I don't know. I probably would have done something more productive with my life.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like what?
I stayed unproductive to keep you happy.
Wait a minute. So all those lunches and dinners I paid for were for you?
No, they were for you.
They were for me.
They were for you.
Oh, thanks, Jason.
Because, you feel good when
Jason,
you do
I have a
that.
question.
If you keep saying that I haven't been nice to you, I'm going to pop your fucking bed.
I was just going to ask
That's
you.
not nice.
I was going to ask you about your bed. When this is a queen size bed. That's your bed.
What are you doing, Jim? Stop it.
Why your queen size bed?
Jim, you do that, I'm going to shove a banana right in your head.
I can afford to buy you 10 of these.
Jason,
Doesn't make it less of a crime.
Well, I can afford to get you as much filling as you want.
you pop it,
Quit
it'll be
talking like a rich person.
That is the most mediocre boast I've ever heard in my life.
It'll be hilarious if you pop it.
Yeah.
Jason, your bed is a queen size bed. Let me ask why.
Because a queen's been on it.
Why did you buy a queen size?
I didn't buy that. Roy gave that to me.
Oh, your Israeli friend
Yeah.
that doesn't speak English.
He speaks English.
I'm a
You just
good
can't
man.
understand
No,
him.
you talk to him through your iPhone translator.
Well, that's for fun.
He give him good price. He give him good price.
Yeah, take this bed through the airport.
So
for
is
me.
this going to be your bed in the new house?
For a couple days.
So when you bring a girl over, oh wait, that doesn't happen. But if you did bring a girl over, would you be like, hey, you want to come up to my room? Hold on, I got to pump it up.
Your bed's like the sole of my sneakers.
It's the perfect size for when you bring the queen over.
Yeah, he loves the lady boys.
I love how you can just.
All right, so what
spray some
more
Fantastic on it,
productive
wipe
thing?
it right
What more
off.
productive thing could you do?
I don't know, Jim. I kind of erased that whole part of my brain.
All right, I'm going to give you $1,000.
No, you're not.
Yeah, but no, I've got stipulations. You think I'm just going to fucking give it to you?
The man can buy you 10 beds like this.
10?
He's not fucking around.
10
Whoa.
beds, there's $60 a bed
I just
from
put
Coleman.
all my money into my house, Paul. I can't,
Yeah.
I've got a cash flow
It's all
problem.
tied up in
At
equity.
the moment, I can't do that. I got to get my mortgage back out to get all the beds. But I was picking myself up. All right, so
You got to refi to repay me for the bed you're about to break.
I'm going to give you $1,000, and I want you to take that $1,000 away, see how productive you are, and then bring it back and see if you can double it.
This was a Bible story.
Now, with that $1,000, if you double it, you can have $500 of it. If you don't double it, right, within the week.
Within a week?
He can't move that much.
Oh, I can double that in a week.
Yeah, if you can't double it within the week, you owe me $1,000.
Tell us how you're going to do it, though. Tell us your plan.
I don't have a plan. I just play the field presented. I just figure it out as it came. It would happen.
But
I
that's
just
in
will it to happen.
Gambling, investments, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Okay, then how do you know you can do it in a week?
$1,000.
Have you ever had
long?
I just feel good about it. I'll do it.
All right. Actually, if you don't get it back to me, you owe me $1,200 because there has to be some profit for if you lose it.
All right.
But I'm giving you it. So that way, I get either $1,500 if you double it.
Don't make it 12. I know you can't pay that. Make
Is
it
this
like,
when are you gonna-
make
when-
it like
when are we starting this?
$1,050. He's got to give you $50.
He's got to give me $1,050. Okay,
Yeah.
$1,050.
In a week?
You have 1 week.
You
Yeah,
could
in
do
a-
that
in a-
on Santa
in a
Monica
week,
Boulevard
in a
in
week.
5 days.
And we're not bailing you out when you do awful drug deals.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't double it, I get all the profits and I need receipts on how you did it.
I don't think you get receipts for giving head.
We'll
to
talk
truck
about
stops.
this after.
No, why would I talk about this afterwards? This is
'Cause
a
I don't wanna
money-making
give you-
scheme for me. This is a podcast stunt.
All right.
We talk about it now.
All right, fine. So I guess I'll just give you $50. Is that what you want? Did you forget your walking around money today, Jim?
See,
So
he learns.
check your back. It might be stuck there.
He learns.
All right, let's do this thing.
He's not going to do it.
I'm not gonna do this.
Why not?
All right, let's make it smaller. $100. See if
I
you-
can double $100 easy.
You're
but
gonna double
yeah.
$100.
Yeah, I'll just go fucking work for that guy for a couple days, and there.
Yeah. So you got to make it 1,000.
No, but that's not doubling the 100.
Oh, I have to take the money and do this. Is like
You
some
have to-
biblical
You have
thing.
to do something with this to make it increase because you said you could be
All right.
productive if we weren't in your life.
All right.
I'm proving that you can't
Okay.
be productive. Now everyone's a witness.
So what do I owe you if I don't double that?
If you don't double it, you owe me 120.
No. 100's too easy because he's just going to work and then say he doubled it.
Split the difference.
Give him the
500.
1,000.
500.
Give him the 1,000 because I want him to be nervous walking around with $1,000.
No. But the thing is though, if he doubles it, he gets $50.
Give him $1,000.
right. So if he just works and then gives me $50, he's lost $50.
Give him
Yeah,
1,000.
see, that
It's
sucks.
give him
Like, I
1,000.
don't-
The 1,000 you only lose $50. You can make 1,000. You're going to give him the whole 1,000. You're going to give him the whole 1,000 if he makes 1,000.
This is starting to feel like the whole bailout.
You get to keep a whole 1,000. You're going to make $1,000 if you can do this.
No. He's got to give me back 1,000. He's
Yeah.
got-
Oh,
what
yeah.
What
You
a
get
brain
you
trust
get
we
your
got
1,000
operating
back.
on this here.
I don't even
You
know
get
what
your
the fuck I
$1,000.
do to
Is
double
Alan
this.
Greenspan and Timothy Geithner right
I just
here?
don't want to fucking no. You're just skinning me for $50. I don't know
who they are.
I really don't know what to do to double $1,000 in a week.
My point
Come on,
is
we
that
know
you
you
can't
can
do
do
it.
it.
You said
I
that you would do
believe
something
in you.
useful. You
Okay,
can't do it.
hypothetically, if you had to double $1,000 in a week, or you have your bed popped, something horrible would happen. If you had to
I
double
won this in Atlantic
$1,000,
City, by the way.
if you had to double $1,000 in a week, hypothetically, what do you think you might be able to do?
Well, nothing legal comes to mind.
I didn't say it had to be legal.
Tell
well,
us,
that's the
What
thing.
he'd
know?
do is he'd buy some pot and sell it on.
could you sell $1,000 worth of pot in a week?
God, that's a lot of weed.
Why don't you
dude.
get into cocaine then?
That's awesome.
I love by the end
That's
of this,
only-
we're going to have him running.
that's only 20 grams
By
of
the end of
coke.
this, we're going to have a drug mule.
How would you know that?
He's going to be
$50 a gram.
He's going to be buying a $350 flight to Miami.
So
He's gonna go
sucking
down-
cock for a ride on a cigarette boat.
He's going to be swallowing condoms full of heroin.
so what you do is
So that $1,000, you're just trying to kill me.
for
Jason,
that,
I'll
Not
buy
the
an
$50
$8
you
I'll buy an
want. You
$8
just
from
want
you.
me to die.
what you do is you buy wholesale. You buy.
Jim, why don't you just frame me for a crime or something if you want to get rid of me?
No, I'm just saying that you're
Couldn't
not
you go-
productive.
couldn't you go
My
on
point
Craigslist?
is that you're not
There's
productive.
shit you could buy on Craigslist and resell right away.
Yeah.
And double your price.
You go on eBay, buy
Oh,
something cheap, and you
yeah,
upsell it.
sure.
You buy
Yeah.
something.
What shit is that?
I don't know.
But there's
but
no
if-
guarantees that shit turns around in 7
Okay,
days.
this is my
All
point.
We're
businesses
giving you a
take
check. You have
time.
nothing to lose.
This
but
is my
$50.
point. You have no business prowess. You're going. You could lose $50.
Nobody's
and I'm
gonna-
giving you the opportunity to make $500.
Nobody's
As
going to
opposed,
hire
to
you.
these, as opposed to these franchise owners here.
Yeah, but see, like, I don't need to.
Oh, but I never boasted that I could do shit.
Nobody's going to hire
I
a
know,
man that
but
won't take
you really
risk.
should be working
How much
in
risk
one of
do you
those.
have? Look at your risk
Pay
to reward.
$500, learn how to turn $1,000 into $1,050.
Keep your money, dude.
You should be running
Do you
seminars.
understand
I don't need your money.
Do you understand the scenario?
Suck it.
You can win 1,000, lose 50.
Pop the bed. Pop the bed.
Fuck yourself.
The only reason why Jim's not popping it is because he's sitting on it.
And I've lost my watch. Oh, there we are.
Where's Jason going?
I don't know, but
I'm not going to pop the bed. Oh, don't get it.
it's not his bed.
He's getting
What's he
annoyed.
doing?
Jason!
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ! Jesus!
Holy fuck! He's flailing.
Stop! Oh my God!
Okay, now that bed's going to cost you $50 to replace.
Oh my God!
I don't know what that proved.
I know what it proved. We need to call the police right now.
Jason just went into the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and came back and stabbed the bed.
A
to
butcher's
death.
knife.
He was in fact Jason at that moment.
Oh my God, Lily, did you film all of that? We're gonna need that for evidence. Holy fuck, Jason!
It's still good.
Holy fuck!
Hey, wait! This was just an inflated garment bag.
What's all this white powder puffing up?
It's gonna double your thou right
All
there.
right, Jason.
Jason,
What?
Why?
Because I had enough.
So you had enough, so you destroyed your own
Okay,
bed.
Yeah.
do you remember?
Sometimes I'm just motivated to do things. Can I have a glass of water?
Do you remember
Yeah,
the?
water, not alcohol.
No,
please.
don't give him glass.
Yeah, don't give him.
You can spit it in his mouth like a bird.
Everybody ran.
You need to edit that immediately and have that up on the fucking face. That needs to be on Facebook and YouTube.
We'll get it. Yeah,
tomorrow.
I'll dump that.
Thursday.
Up.
I think I need counseling now.
It was
I have a little PTSD.
Jason, what if Jim and I hadn't moved?
I was
Look, MSG's getting the fuck out of here. He's going to lock. Going to lock up his.
It's a miracle.
He's going to MSG's going to lock up his house to make sure Jason can't come home.
Yeah, MSG. Good luck when you sleep at night, big boy. Fucking hell.
Don't waste any
no,
time.
I have a glass.
Don't waste any time wondering what you may have said that would set Jason off.
MSG,
Do you remember the hematoma?
Yeah.
Do you know
Do you
about
remember
this?
how stupid that was?
Yeah.
You just did it
You
again.
just did it again.
Why?
One time, I
was
was
fun.
mad at him for eating.
I
my
enjoyed
steaks.
that.
And so to
You're
punish
never gonna make
himself,
50.
he jumped from where you are across the room and landed on his arm and gave himself a hematoma that had to be drained by the hospital.
No, they couldn't. It was too clotted. It wouldn't drain. But Tai Chi fixed it.
Yeah, well, Tai Chi's not going to fix this bed.
Well, Jason, you're a strange and wonderous fellow.
Thanks, Paul. How you
That,
doing?
that was the quickest. It went down pretty quick. I gotta
Yeah.
tell you, it didn't.
It's because there's a gaping hole in it.
Yeah, you can fuck this thing now.
Jason, what would have happened if Jim and I didn't move?
You would have gone down with the bed.
He would have stabbed between us. He wasn't stabbing.
Yeah, I wasn't
us.
going to hurt anybody.
But I was fearful that he would have stabbed us. But in hindsight, he wouldn't
I
have
don't
stabbed
know.
us.
He didn't really have a great grip on that thing.
Yeah, I
got a
did.
little- I started coming a little close to my eye.
Jason.
I don't even want to sit here now.
Oh, come on, Paul. Don't be so dramatic.
I'm a little slow moving.
That
I have to
was-
get away from you now.
That was scary.
That was
Jason.
really
That was
scary.
really scary. You're never going to make double my money with that attitude.
But good luck with that whole Sharon Tate movie thing. Hope that
Yeah.
works out for you.
Jason, at anytime you apply for a job now, I'm going to send them that video.
I thought he finally snapped.
I did too.
I was like, oh shit, it's really fucking happening. This shit's really happening. He's gonna kill Jim. And
Nah.
But I didn't understand
Who
why
do
he
you
was
think?
so
I think he was
mad.
going to kill me. I think I was going to kill me. That's because I was the one writing him about the money. But you're a shit businessman.
I realized that wasn't enough to push you over the edge. And I'm like, why is he doing this? This is all for an act. Because the way you pushed the chair and got all angry, I'm like, why is he angry?
Well, it was a good act.
You'd be terrible on The
I
Apprentice.
would say. I don't know. That would make good television.
They're like, what you got to do is we're opening a lemonade stand up here. You got to sell more lemonade than these people down the end. Oh, Jason's just stabbed someone.
The Apprentice, homeless edition.
Jason just stabbed all the lemons.
Yeah. You're fired.
Jason, that was a little disturbing. Fuck, I'm going to have nightmares.
Did
Do you have those episodes often?
Nah, it's been a while.
Do you feel better?
How long's a while?
Wait a minute. Doing that twice is too often.
You made your friend with MS shit his pants.
For the cure. He does a charity called Stabbing for the Cure.
That's very deep, man.
Yeah,
I like that.
I hear, right to
Science
the-
really is all about that.
Wait, I'm not
because
gonna
they're
lie.
really just stabbing. They don't know.
I'm
what
going
they're
to ask
doing.
a question. Is anybody else in the room remotely scared by that?
I'm uncomfortable now. If that's
They've hung out with me enough. They know better.
Does anybody think that?
Do you like how Duke, if you pull a plastic gun on Duke, it goes mental? You pull a knife, Duke's like, oh, here he goes.
He's seen Jason do that knife thing a lot.
That dog didn't even flinch or try to protect anyone.
the dog goes, this is why we don't have a bed.
Yeah.
This is why we sleep on hay.
Looks like I'm going to be going for another really long walk.
Yeah.
Jason, what are you going to sleep on now?
Regret.
I don't regret anything, Jim.
You should. I love how you say you don't regret anything. Your life,
It should have
that should
regret.
be the name of your comedy first special. You know, regret. You know, not that you're ever going to have one, but I mean, like,
Like the book about your life, the biography, not an autobiography, but the biography.
No, it's going
they
to be
write
called No Regrets.
after you kill people.
your book should be called, you know, when you leave suicide for too long?
You just the train's just left the station and it
Is
should have
there,
been
is there
on.
an expiration date on suicide? Jason,
You know when
what were you
old
doing-
age
what were you-
beats suicide because you just didn't get around to because you're too lazy?
Wait, he's looking for the knife.
What?
no, now I'm gonna have to fucking do the show.
Yeah,
After all
I
knives are
don't think we can be
locked
the
up.
same ever again, me and you, Jason.
That's good.
That scared me too much.
That's like the night you
You
attacked
think
me.
he has respect for you now, Jason?
I have fear for him.
It's like
That's okay though, isn't it?
It's like the night you attacked me outside
It's
PK's
not
house.
bad.
Do you reckon you could shave your face with that knife, like a little bit of your beard?
No, it's not sharp enough.
Oh, you could give it a
Oh,
go.
it's sharp enough to stab an air mattress, queen size air mattress.
Yeah, but my keys are sharp enough to stab an air mattress, and you can't shave with my keys.
I
I
want
think
you
we
to.
should see him try.
You know what the best is? He's gonna try to patch this up and sleep.
Go to the store, get the tire patch kit for the bike.
You need about 7 of them.
Yeah.
Did it feel good? Did it feel like?
Oh, I'm always in the moment. It feels great.
Did it feel like Nicole Simpson?
Was there a bit where it was like, "Fuck you, Dad"? What are you doing?
Mom, why were you a
You
midget?
pack it all in. You got to pack it all in the moment. You got to keep those stored for that moment.
Tell me, did you come?
A little.
I asked our fans to write in trivia questions for the live show, and we're gonna have a trivia contest. And so many fans wrote in, "How tall is Jason's mom?"
I'm not gonna say because they should know by
yeah.
now. It's old material.
Let's do some loaded questions.
All right,
We got to do something.
You gonna ask Paul?
we gotta do something.
Here's a question: where do you buy a new air mattress at this hour?
Walmart, Target.
You know what you should do? You should roll it up and act like it's good and leave it in the street for a bum to get really disappointed.
Where were they gonna blow
I
it
got to
up?
tell Roy what I did to his bed tonight.
How are you gonna do it? You gonna translate?
Skype.
Did you piss off an Israeli?
No, they're on my team.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not even on your team.
No, that's
You're umpiring the game of your life and you're letting too many balls go past.
What is this?
awkward moments
You
with
got,
Paul Provenza.
you got to ask questions to Jason.
Or you can ask any one of us, but it's mostly more fun to do.
What
with
would you
Jason.
not trust in the hands of a moving company?
A knife if that moving company was
Jason.
named Jason.
Jason, now this might be hard for you because you've never had a possession.
Comic books.
Comic books. All right.
I got a good one for Jason. Jason, if you had to dispose of a dead body, how would you do it? Rolled up in an air mattress.
Yeah. It depends on where I am in the country.
Okay.
You like out here, you can just go out in the desert, you know,
And then what?
just
Dig a hole?
somewhere. Yeah.
That's all you do.
Nobody will ever find it.
You'd get caught.
Well, you got to go deep, man. You can go deep. You go out there, find a cave or something.
Uh-huh.
You,
I
if you
got-
can't make
I got-
$1,000 disposing of bodies in a week, then you really have poor
I
business.
That's hard work,
one,
Paul.
I got one for you, Jason, and I've already also got your answer, but I'll let you answer first.
Okay.
What would you like to keep for the rest of your life? I'm going to say that load of cum from 2 years ago.
Paul, do you have one?
Yeah, what's your biggest superstition, Jason?
Superstition. Well,
That's a good name for a superhero, isn't it?
my biggest superstition.
Tai Chi.
No, is it a superstition? I thought it was a practice. Well, I'm kind of superstitious about lots of things, so it's kind of hard to figure it out.
What would you be impressed?
I have to eat my M&Ms and twos.
There it is. Question, Eddie.
What would impress you to see an older person doing?
It's like these questions were written for Jason.
Pull-ups.
Wait, it's like seriously,
This one is-
they were written for Jason. Read that question, Paul.
Where would be the worst place to sleep for the night?
You know,
Consensual sex cottage.
on a stabbed mattress.
Here, now.
Listen to this one, Jason. What would you refuse to do for $1 million?
here we go. I got one here.
That list is getting shorter.
This one here is good. Why is your mum so fucking short?
Here's one. When do you believe that Eva's going to actually make money?
Did your dad rape you, and is that why you dislike him?
No.
Did he ever touch you?
No, none of the
None of the immediate people.
none of the
Do you have low
elders.
self-esteem because he didn't finger you?
Here's one. Have you ever?
Does that help? Just like they say, like your
I felt-
immune
I
system's
felt-
better if you're breastfed. Your esteem's better if your dad fingers your butthole.
Here's one.
felt left out.
Here's one. Have you ever jerked off in the alley behind Lilith's apartment?
Once.
Here we go. What is the one thing you would have to pay for with a credit card? Everything.
I don't have a credit card.
I know you don't. You need credit to get one.
Here's a good one. If you started a secret society, what would you call it?
He's not going to tell you. It's a fucking
It's
secret.
a secret. Yeah, why would they even ask that question?
Here, Jason. If you had a Siamese twin, who would you want it to be?
He has one. Have you ever seen him with his shirt off? He has one. It's just that flap that hangs down. Sometimes it talks to you. Who would you want your Siamese twin to be? Who would you want stitched to your side of your body?
Well,
Out of me and Eddie.
Damn.
Talk about
Who-
Hobson's choice.
Why do I always get fucking stuck with this choice?
Who would you like to have stitched to you 24 hours a day, sleeping next to you?
Lilith.
You know it's me.
Oh.
You know it's me.
Your head, his ass. Because
Wow, I don't
I'd
know
rather
who to
talk
feel
to you,
worse
but I
for.
don't want what's coming out the other end attached.
No. We'd have the same ass. It'd be one ass.
He's got a.
You'd rather talk to him than me.
We're just for a torso.
Well, yeah.
You'd ra-
over the
it-
long term, I have to take doses.
yeah. You'd rather me, wouldn't you? You'd rather, and also, we went to a
Because
restaurant.
you're always just grinding, man.
When we went to a restaurant, we could enjoy the same
Look at
food,
Eddie.
couldn't
I
we?
think
He's
he's
hurt.
actually hurt.
I'd have Jason stitched to me before Eddie. I got to tell you, I would. Eddie, I like you as well, but me and Jason could go to eat burgers.
yeah, he's gonna play video games
We
with
could play
me.
video games.
We should do this for $1,000. See if you can get a doctor to stitch you two together,
How would that double the money?
and then we'll sell the story, and you'll double the money.
Dude, think about it. You could probably sell bigger venues if you had a Siamese like attached. Like
I
you'd
don't-
be a freak
You'd
and
be a prop
comic.
act.
I don't need a bigger venue because, well, first of all, I don't want to do that because of the airline tickets. Would be awkward.
Here's one for Jason. What allows you to
I
sleep
wonder-
at night? An air mattress.
Do they count heads or asses?
You'd have to buy 2 seats to be comfortable.
Well, comfort, yeah.
With Jason 3, yeah. What would be a strange activity whilst riding a horse?
Pretty much anything.
Anything, texting. You can't text and
You-
ride a
that-
horse. Your fucking horse is like.
Have you ever driven with Eddie? Eddie does that all the time.
Jason,
texting.
here's one. When do you feel under pressure the most?
Here, in this room,
What is the best thing about marriage?
the impermanence of it.
What does impermanence mean?
It doesn't last forever.
Jason, in what part of the world would you hate to be by yourself? Everywhere.
Everywhere else but Venice.
If you don't hate yourself, why not?
Hey, Jason, well, here's one. What's something you've never been able to do?
Come.
Simple math.
Be successful.
Answer any questions.
Answer questions for myself.
Be happily married.
Have a bed for more than a week.
Pay a bill.
Beds are overrated, Paul.
Hook up with a girl without being physical.
Be loved by your parents.
I know.
Oh, here's a great one for you, Jason. What comedian's humor is not appreciated by everyone?
Oh, that is a good one. Look, mine isn't. You know,
All of
Oh,
them,
it's
probably.
kind of a badge of honor, I think.
All of them, all comics.
All comics.
Anybody worth listening to.
Yeah, anyone-
See, that's it's not very loaded.
Jason, what is evidence that there is something very wrong in this world?
There's nothing wrong.
That
in this
Jason
world.
has 2,000 followers.
2,700.
2,700.
What situation makes you uncomfortable? Coming.
Being alone with
A woman.
a woman.
Listen to this one. Jason, if you were a garbage man, whose trash would you hate to pick up?
Jim's.
Why?
It's bloody.
It's a hazmat.
I haven't got any bloody ass at the moment. I'm doing really well.
Here's a question.
Hey, what movie character freaks you out?
Quato definitely freaked me out a lot.
I was always scared of the Gilflings and the Dark Crystal, not the Skeksis. But I told everyone that I was scared of the Skeksis because I couldn't handle the Gilflings, so I didn't have to watch the Dark Crystal.
Here's one that everyone's going to answer. It's for Jason, but everyone's going to answer for him. Jason, what is the one thing women should never do?
Touch you. Smell you.
Say a word of this to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Procreate with you. When was the last time you had to go grab your cock, like grab it?
Here's a question. Wait, here's a question we can't ask him. It's not applicable.
Naked.
What? Jason, what?
You're the last person that's with my cock, Jim.
Jason, what do you never leave home without?
Money.
Answer it.
Money. Dignity.
I left home a long time ago.
A home to return to.
A set of keys.
Jason, with the skills you have now, what job are you best suited for?
It's really hard to pick, to be honest.
Okay.
I want to hear the answer.
Jason, here's one for you. What's interesting about hair care products?
Color.
What should you really be known for?
He was a good guy.
That's not what you should be. Actually, that is a good question. What would you like said at your funeral, Jason? Your funeral is happening. Who do you want to speak? What's the order? What music do you want?
And are you going to be
That's a
available
long card.
Thursday?
No, but I want, this is what I want. I want you to describe your perfect funeral, right? And so
Oh, it's
better make it in the spring.
Viking.
Viking.
I want to be put on a boat and set afire.
Okay.
We can arrange that.
And then traditional music.
Do you have to be
ensues.
dead first?
Technically, I don't know.
Let's do it now. We live by the ocean.
Right
No,
there.
but-
That's my funeral, Jim.
But who do you want speaking out of me and Eddie? Who do you want us to talk?
Oh, both of you.
Really?
I'll speak at your funeral.
Yeah.
Do I have to follow Eddie? I don't like following him. I'll just MC.
Jason, we can do that now.
You got a boat?
We have an air mattress.
What's your two songs? I would like My Life by the Beatles. What would you like?
I never thought of this, Jim.
Of course you think about it. You think about dying all the time.
No, I don't.
You should. So what songs would you like? Two songs you like at the funeral? My mother wants Wing Beneath Your Wings. The fucking mother.
I don't know the name
She
of
doesn't-
it.
She doesn't deserve that. She's not getting it. She'll be dead. I'll tell her on a deathbed she's getting it, but she's not getting it.
What are you going to play for her then?
It's Highway to Hell or something.
No Quarter by Led Zeppelin would be a good one. Maybe even the Tool cover.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said.
Wasn't that good a joke?
Yes, it was.
Just quick.
That was good. Jason, if you could perform one heroic act, what would it be?
I perform them all the time. I don't have to, I'm always doing something heroic.
What was
dude.
the last heroic thing you did?
Oh,
Defended
man.
us all from that
Like,
attacking mattress.
I rescued the neighbor from a dude attacking her. I fucking
What, the
knocked
one
out
upstairs?
There was a fucking
Yeah.
Jason.
But she rolls him
10
up.
minutes ago, there was a mattress attacking me, and you
No, because I've heard these two fighting. She rolls
No,
him up, and then he snaps.
No,
She
that's a
has to-
different situation. No,
She
the-
gets lippy. He
Not
never
her.
hits her, but she gets fucking lippy. Where
different,
I'm like,
different, all the way up. She was actually just walking down the street behind my building, and like a fucking crackhead attacked her.
oh yeah.
And I
bet you he doubled 1,000.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Jason and the crackhead are in cahoots. Like the crackhead goes out, and
That was a
Jason
good movie,
helps.
Jason and the
He
Crackhead.
hopes that the girl will give him $20 or something, and then they're like, "Yeah, good."
your neighbors a few weeks ago, the people, the oceanographers.
Not
one of-
my neighbours. I live in Mount Olympus.
But I
White
like
pe-
I
all white
carried
people
your
are nice.
your neighbor who's up the stairs after she fucking wiped out of her wheelchair.
Do
I
you know-
rescued the
you wanna know-
little guy that you love with no arms and legs. One night he drove his fucking wheelchair into a sewer, and I
The little
dragged him
black
out of
guy?
that.
The little black guy?
Yeah,
With the little
Jermaine or
arms and the
something?
no
Yeah.
arms or legs?
Yeah, I dragged him out
I
of
call
the
him
sewer.
Knuckles.
Did I tell you what
do you-
Jake, did I
Knuckles.
tell you what Jake Johansson said to him when he first moved down to the beach? I said, "You ever seen the little guy who breakdances and spins on his little stump with the little arms and the legs on the skateboard?"
Knuckles.
And he went and he said, "Yes." And the best thing about him is for $1 you can look straight at him.
Do you know why you can't live with me, Jason?
I don't care
Well, I'm
because I
over
got a
it.
place.
Because you stab air mattresses.
No, because my place has its own little security people that drive around, and they'd think you're homeless. They'd kick you out. You wouldn't be able to walk around or anything. You wouldn't fit in.
Jason,
Sorry, you can't even
Jason,
visit.
Jason.
I
Besides
hate you.
Jason, besides
He sucks
You
so
should,
bad
have Jason
sometimes.
because it separates you from the homeless guys if you have him by.
I like Jason. He's a man of the people. Jason's given me a lot in my life, and stuff.
Jason, besides a gun, what do you consider the deadliest weapon?
The mind.
Your rapier wit.
You got it.
Slice him
Your
up, baby.
mind,
Here's a good one.
The mind.
If you were a member of the opposite sex, what would your name be?
Jason.
Stacy.
Why?
Because that was my old like middle name before I was adopted.
Everybody had the thing. What was your parents going to call you if you were a girl? Everyone's been told this.
Oh no, my mom didn't. She was like,
She made no plans,
she knew she was gonna have a boy. Like she just knew.
but she got
Why
you.
did
What
you-
happened? Mine was Fiona. My brother always says, because my mum's quite a big woman, my brother always goes, she would have been Princess Fiona. Just with her wispy hair, just walking around.
It was a choice between Paul or ugh.
No, you didn't have a girl's name? Haven't you ever asked your parents what was I going to be called if I was a girl?
I never had a real conversation with my parents.
Really? Do you not get along with your parents, Paul?
Well, my dad died when I was pretty young.
Ah, lucky boy.
And my mom, pretty much for most of my adult life, we just sort of don't really talk about anything.
Do you get along with her?
Well, now she's got Alzheimer's, yeah.
She's a hoot.
I call every 6 months, and she goes, "I haven't heard from you in ages." Like, "I called yesterday." "Oh, I forgot."
All right, not
You got to take the break. You got to find the silver
I'm gonna
lining.
try to pick
Yeah.
the show back up.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Paul, you and I could probably do the most depressing podcast ever.
Oh, that's selling it.
Call it
Yeah.
the Depression Show or something.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that brought out the worst moment in me on this show
People
too.
might want to listen to it,
It's
but
like
they
his
just can't
gift.
be bothered to download it.
What was your worst moment on the show?
No, but like when we sunk the lowest, he's like, "Tell me like your worst childhood memory."
Actually,
yeah.
just tell,
That was awesome.
Jason, tell us your 3 lowest moments in your life, and don't go into too much detail.
Aside from this one,
Christmas, birthday,
every year,
yeah,
every year.
and Thanksgiving. Oh, the 4th of July, yeah, that sucks too. Saturdays.
We went out drinking on the 4th of July and looked at fireworks.
And did mushrooms.
That was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
What was the most traumatic experience you ever had, or that you remember from your
Oh
childhood?
shit, dude, that's tough. That's like, there's a lot. I was drowned by one of my cousins. I had to hold my aunt once when she slit her wrist on Christmas Eve.
At the same time as being drowned.
No, I had to hold her down till the EMTs got there.
But I always have a rough time.
I don't
with
know.
Christmas,
Then
too.
remember when I told you about my dad killing the dog?
Was that one of the most traumatic?
I don't
moments?
know. They're all pretty fucked up. Puerto Ricans tied me to a tree and beat me once in first grade.
You represent it. You know what one of the most traumatic in my life was? When you
trying.
fucking attacked the mattress for no reason.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like violence.
Jason, what part of
Even
your
on inanimate objects?
Jason,
That close to my head, yeah.
Jason, what part of your body?
Did I really traumatize you?
You did. You traumatized me.
I apologize.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I'll get through it.
You want to go smoke out?
How's your
That
mate?
would help.
How's your mate?
Do you want
Hey, Paul.
someone to go with you?
How's your buddy Trenton going?
Trenton's
Treadwell.
good. Trenton's seeing a 67-year-old woman now.
He
They've
hates
been
me,
together for a
Treadwell.
while.
He writes to me. He's angry all the time because he thinks that I fueled people disliking him, and I don't think about him as much as he thinks about me. But he hates me,
I saw him in the
frightened.
background on your green room show.
Nah, he doesn't hate you.
doesn't he?
He's not capable of hate.
I think he is.
Well, maybe you.
I'll show you some messages.
Really?
No, he's
Can you read them at all? Can you even get a sentence out of them?
They're typed.
I got one more question for Jason. What part of your body could use a little lotion?
My hands. They're a little dried out right now. Of
course
Look
they
at
are.
that fucking.
That's because you were working them out, stabbing a mattress.
All right, that's the end of loaded questions. How long are we done? 1 hour.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great day.
Jason might not be here next time because we might have him institutionalized. Lily, was that seriously? Is that borderline like?
That was you're a danger to us. So
To us, a
you
danger to
totally-
society, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You ran through
that's
the
a
knife with
72-hour
holding a
hold.
knife. That was scary. You could have fallen. Someone could have
Danger
got
to
stabbed.
self and others. You're a danger to yourself all the time, and now finally with others and like tons of witnesses.
So if
You know
one
how
of us,
like
if
as
one
you
of
said,
us,
now finally,
if
like
one of
she's
us
been
are
waiting.
killed,
Now finally.
Got one on me.
finally got evidence.
Let's lock you up.
Could we have him?
That
locked
would
up
be
for
a fun experience.
Could he have pled insanity if he killed one of us just then?
I'm sure his lawyer would plead insanity.
Can you imagine the court case with them playing?
There's a lot of evidence.
108 hours.
Man,
They're gonna go. You know what? It's a hate.
I would
crime.
get off, dude. If they
if
played this
Florida,
show
you
back,
get off.
I think you would.
yeah, this show would definitely
I think you
swing
would
my
get-
favor. I would get off.
I would
Yeah.
have to agree.
You would get manslaughter, not murder.
Yeah, I wouldn't do any time. I'd be picking up trash on the
I
beach
think
right
you
at
would get-
home
I think you would get justifiable
with my friends.
Justifiable
Wait a minute, if you
homicide.
went to jail, you'd have a better life. You'd have a home, 3 square meals,
A mattress.
people that listen to you,
You'd
Some
work out.
sex.
and you'd get laid. That good one from MSG.
Yeah.
I said sex first.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Like I know.
Jim said sex first.
I know he's got MS. I don't want to take anything away from him, but you know, what-
Don't
God,
tell
already
him
did that.
that he could get off because he's in his head right now. He's thinking,
Yeah.
I'm not going to jail for this.
Well, especially after this conversation.
Yeah, Jason, never again. No,
No, you would get. You'd do time, but you'd never get murder. You wouldn't do life.
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think
I
I'd
don't
get
think
time.
you do time at all.
I don't think first offense, snapping,
Killing us.
momentarily
Nah,
crazy.
He'd be staying at a nice place in the country for 6 months.
yeah,
And
I'd be
then
in a
he'd be able to
halfway
be
house, learning to love myself, making flowers,
No.
putting the potted plants and stuff like that.
Pretending to take his meds.
See how delusional he is.
If-
Storing them up, selling them to the
if
other
you-
patients,
if
Doubling that,
doubling my
that
money.
$1,000.
If
He's
you
already
killed,
living this wonderful
if
life.
you killed Eddie, I would get the best lawyers. I would spend my life saving, not for the love of Eddie, just for the hate of you, just to bring you down. Well, you had your court.
You don't have any control over that, dude.
You wouldn't even get a lawyer. You would defend yourself, and you know you would.
You would.
No, I already got a lawyer. I can lawyer up.
Who's your lawyer?
I got a few.
It's the guy who does the legal on that hair care
Jason,
firm.
I have news for you. You can't already be working on your defense. That's premeditated.
No, I just always have. I got some people in mind already.
What would your
Whatever.
defense be?
I have people in mind already. You
For
can't.
any incident, if I get in trouble, I got.
That's if he stabs anyone,
No,
Eddie.
I'm talking about
Not just
people.
you.
If I ever get
He's
in
got
any
his
trouble.
dream team all set up.
Yeah, I got my dream team.
I
ready.
have a question. If I turn,
He's got one of the
Jason,
Kardashians.
if I turn over a new leaf right now and I
Why
stop
is she talking so much?
If I stop fucking with you and I turn over a leaf right now, will you promise never to kill me? I'm serious.
I'm never gonna kill anybody.
No, you are. I
I'm
want.
Call Larry Parker.
No, I'm really like. I've only mercy killed one animal,
Okay.
Yeah.
and that's
all
because
right,
it was.
all right, let's talk about the vagary of the word mercy.
That was his ex-wife.
No, there was a pigeon that was
Just our
hit by
soul.
a car, and its head was like opened up, and it was like dying, and like the people that were with me were like, "Get him!" So I just stomped its head to finish it off because it was done. There's nothing helping that bird.
You enjoyed it though too.
No, I felt terrible
You felt terrible that you were putting it out of its misery.
that I had to take a life.
Terrible
Have you ever been present with a dead body?
Yeah, my grandfather died.
He once
like, I was
gave
there.
it. He once gave a dead body as a present.
Yeah, no, I
Seriously, have
my grandfather that gave me the stick.
Yeah, Jason, I don't give
I
a shit
watched
about
him
that. I
die.
want to know, can I be off the hook if I, from now on, no more picking? You're not going to murder me, promise.
I'm not gonna murder anybody.
Dude,
You came
relax. You just
close.
bought yourself like 3 months. You got that out of his system.
Okay.
If your lawyers are Jewish, you don't want to kill me.
Yeah.
No, they're Christians actually. They're part of the Christian right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I thought you can't be a lawyer unless you're
Lily,
a Jew.
could we
No,
have
no,
him,
well,
could we have him
I mean, they-
5150
some sort
now?
of
They're like
Totally.
Zionists.
He
They're
wouldn't pass
Zionists.
this.
They think they're Jews because
evaluation
they got
test.
faith, you know?
Jason, do you hear that? You wouldn't pass the 51. If we 5150 you right now, they'd lock you up.
Yeah, but my friend's the one that's in charge of that shit, so good
Which
luck.
di-
Oh,
which
by the way,
branch?
but we're going to go to Bruce Springsteen together in 2 weeks if you guys want to come.
Who,
He's
you?
a really good scalper.
His
serious.
lawyer. His lawyer.
I'm serious. The psychiatric
his-
nurse that's in charge of that shit is my friend, and we're
His-
going to see Bruce Springsteen in 2
And you know
weeks.
what? He's also an actual scalper.
Come on, Jim. You want to go see the boss?
No.
No.
All right,
No.
you suck it then.
I see myself
Go
every
fuck
day.
yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Jason,
Yeah.
this has been a memorable episode.
I don't care. You guys
You're
don't.
a psychopath.
You murdered a mattress.
I really thought you were going to stab me.
What I was thinking was,
I'm
I was like,
disappointed in you,
he
man.
wasn't that mad.
I'm
We've had him
disappointed in
so
you.
much angrier.
Really?
Yeah, I always thought you were the one that was going to end it for me.
All right, Jason. Now's the time to tell him that your new business is selling knives.
Hey,
Yeah, he does those infomercials.
Yeah.
You'd be good on infomercials.
thanks.
No,
That's
I
actually,
lied.
you know what? That's not a bad idea.
as a
That's
as a
actually-
before photo.
I'd buy a George Foreman from you. George Foreman grill from you.
Yeah.
I think you'd be a good commercial infomercial guy.
I can do what they call a high pitch. That's what it's called.
It is. That's right.
Yeah, I
Can
know
you do
that shit.
Can
I
you-
did that at the fucking.
Can you do the
I
chopper
went up
guy?
to I went up to Sacramento a few years ago.
Sell one of the knives. Do it.
Yeah, sell one of the knives.
Come on.
You said you
please.
could do it.
Just do it.
You shouldn't have said you could do it if you didn't say you could do
No,
it.
I got to get a script. I got to learn the script.
No. Wait,
You got to write me the script, and I'll fucking learn it, and I'll
It
give the high
slices,
pitch.
it dices, it cuts through the shoe. Look how
There you go,
easy,
write
look
that
how
down for
thin
me.
these
There, Jim, do it.
tomatoes are going straight through. You need a script, you faggot.
Write it down.
Well, this knife is originally $7,000, now only $9.95.
Yeah, you got to do a bit of that. But wait, there's more.
And you get twice. You
We're
get two- you
doubling the
get two
deal. We're
times
doubling
as
the deal
many.
only for the first
the next
30
20 minutes.
calls.
Yeah.
I want one.
Now go. Just do it, Jason. Come on, improv.
Hi, everybody. This is Jason Hour. Welcome to this episode of the Hour of Power on Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries
didn't
and
ask for
Eddie
the Hour
F.
of
Let him
and
go, let
Paul
him go.
Provenza.
Let him go.
Today we've got the Ginsu Hatamoto blade special. It's a sexy weapon.
It's not a weapon.
Let him go. Let him go.
No, I want.
Just as unconscious talking.
Go. Go. You
All
were
knives
doing
are
well. You were doing
weapons.
well. You were doing well. Go.
Technically, guns aren't weapons. They're
Just
tools,
Jason,
right?
sell the fucking knife.
Sell enough. I'll shut up.
I quit. I don't want to do this job anymore.
Do you ever wonder, Jason?
Well, I'll take a
whether-
whole set of those
Yeah.
babies.
Do you ever wonder, Jason, when you're talking, whether it's actually coming out or it's just in your head?
There's no evidence to say either way, you know.
Plenty of evidence. We're recording this.
Yeah, but you don't know. This is all your perception.
Yeah, Jason, I wouldn't go with the defending yourself thing.
We may not even be here.
Could you see Jason defending himself, speaking in tongues?
You think, I think, therefore I am. It's been proven that you,
Can you
you
talk in
exist
tongues?
because you're
Rene
thinking.
Descartes.
I won't.
Did you used to?
I
talk
did
in
back
tongues?
in
For
the
reals?
Yeah, we did. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, he can speak in tongues. What, you want to buy a Toyota? Got to buy a
Yeah.
Honda?
Should have bought a Honda, could have bought a Toyota, should have bought a Honda, could have bought a Toyota. See my bow tie, tie my bow tie, see my bow tie, tie my bow tie. Hallelujah, motherfuckers.
Oh, that's the greatest thing I ever heard. Oh my God, I wish I had heard that before I did that Reason rally this weekend. Oh my God, I would have been speaking in tongues.
That's
all
why you
day.
should have me on
That's
that
hilarious.
shit, dude. I know the church like inside and out. I was in the worship team.
He was a
fucking-
worship leader at a church.
Yeah.
Were you a preacher?
Dude, we had like city councilmen, fucking military intelligence people. The church is powerful and frightening.
No.
Which church was this?
No.
It was called
No, wait a
Agape
minute.
Fellowship Church.
You telling me
Yeah,
that
yeah.
religion's powerful? Tell us more, Jason.
Yeah,
I mean, it still is. You wouldn't think
the
it would be
agape
still.
people. The agape people aren't one of the big three.
I hear that
No,
corporations
These
are
are
corrupt.
it's non-denominational evangelical.
Yeah, no,
It's
there's
part
one
of-
over here in
No,
West
no,
LA.
they're not. Though those guys are different. Though that's like a more feel-goody. Because
It said there's already a schism.
no, because agape
Jason's church.
is kind of like Mr. Smith. How many fucking Mr. Smiths are there in America?
see.
Seven.
I see what you
It's
mean.
just a Greek word meaning the unconditional love of God. There's 5 words for that.
12.
5.
So,
6.
So
Philo. What?
so no agape church is sort of like trademarked.
No, but it
out as
depends
their
on
thing?
what sect of the Christian church they're coming out of. Like
Oh,
these
for
guys are.
fuck's sake, I'm done-
these
I'm
guys
done
are more
already.
like the.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry I asked.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, you didn't speak
you're-
in tongues at agape, did you?
No,
You're-
the agape I was in was part of the apostolic movement, which is
Oh,
like
Hey,
geez.
fucking
Jason.
big time, like
Yeah, that's snake shit.
Guns,
right? That's snakes and
picnics, tongues.
You're
Picnics
boring
and
me,
guns.
Jason. You're
Can we have
boring.
you write a song? You haven't written a song in a while, and we've got a lot of fans that have donated a lot of money. Can you write a song with their names in it where you speak in tongues in the song?
Well, they got to give me the money.
Is that your church?
Is that your church?
What's he doing?
I don't know.
I'm in Scott position.
We're in a
I
very-
can defend myself.
We're in a very Jason, please, Paul, can you get him to speak in tongues?
I just did it for you.
Yeah, but you didn't do it really.
I'll do it for you in private.
Why him in
He
private?
can't hear, and he can't hear.
Not on
Why are
that
you so-
piece of shit bed, you're not.
What are you so? What are you so anti me at the moment?
Why?
Because you're a douche.
Why?
Because you don't hang out with me anymore. Fuck you.
Is that how you plan douches? So
Because
you think-
you're on Mount Olympus.
Yes.
Yeah, you moved
Throwing
away.
thunderbolts down at the little people.
So you think there's 7 billion douches in the planet? Anyone who doesn't hang out with you is a douche.
Anyone that pretended like they cared that
I do
stopped
pretend
hanging
like I
out
get.
with me.
I still answer your calls. I still answer your calls.
I still hang out with you.
What did I
for
say?
material.
I said you can come up to my house tomorrow and we'll hang out.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just said that earlier on.
And I'll take you to In and
Dude.
Out tomorrow if you fucking do speak in tongues.
And then you
I don't
stab
want
my
it.
bed.
I'll take you to In and Out every day this week if you speak in tongues.
I will not speak in tongues
Why not?
Because he's a faggot.
because I'm a faggot.
Why won't you? I want to know why.
Because I don't want to.
I just want to know why.
Do you want to get touched by a priest again?
I have a weird lump on
You
my
want,
taint.
like, well, I'll take you to In and Out if you let a priest molest you.
I'm in.
You can't be
is it a hot-
molested.
is it a hot
You can't
priest?
be molested as an adult. It becomes rape then. It's a different crime.
That's the
Adults.
problem with religion right there.
See, it's just something I don't want to do. It's not.
What, be
it's not a
molested?
happy. No, that's not too bad.
But you're talking about speaking in tongues for real.
Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, fuck that.
Why? What
I'm not
happens?
opening that part of my brain for your entertainment, Ift. All right, relax.
Yeah,
Does
you,
it summon like evil spirits?
I might kill someone by mistake, really.
could you,
Because then I'll
could-
believe that
Oh,
I'm doing
it's-
the will of God.
Oh, it's
Could-
all coming together now.
could you summon evil spirits if we really wanted you to? Could you? If we had a Ouija,
That's different.
If we had a Ouija board, could you do some shit
That's
on
not
that?
Chris. That's different.
I know, but you have powers. You can do all sorts of things.
You're the hour of power.
No, I just help people.
Could you?
That's my
could
power.
you? Could
Can
you
you-
summon on a Ouija board?
Can you help me?
Could
by
you do that thing that you do with
entertaining me?
teenagers where we lift someone up with all the stiff as a board? Do you reckon you do a bit of stiff as
a board, light as a feather. Stiff as a board, light as a feather.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to lift you up, stiff as a board, light as a feather.
You have to say it, Jim. Otherwise, it doesn't work with the incantation.
I need like 10 people in their fingers to do it. Did anyone ever pull it off? There's always stories of girls doing it. But it was always like the anorexic chicks.
They could do it.
I wish you guys wouldn't let him get off and get out of this speaking in tongues.
It ain't gonna happen, dude.
No, I'm with him. I don't think it'll be that entertaining.
It's not that entertaining. What I did give to you is funny enough. You leave it at that.
What, stabbing a bed?
That and
Is,
the,
is that what comedy's made of?
You
these
have to
days?
close with stabbing the
Yeah,
bed.
you're the new Gallagher.
He had a heart attack.
I know.
I know. Watermelons of the world rejoice.
We should do that at the live show. Bring out an air mattress and have Jason stab it.
Stab it.
No, you can't have a knife in a public place.
No.
all right. Thanks for listening to talking shit.
Yeah.
Paul, you got anything coming up?
Not that I want any of you
going
people to
to-
know about.
Are you gonna be in Melbourne, right?
Yeah, doing the Melbourne
Festival.
Comedy Festival.
I will,
with
I will
set lists.
see you there.
With set lists,
Why
yeah,
might
yeah.
not be asked to do set lists?
If you could, now that I know you're there, you want to do set lists?
You didn't invite me before.
What
Are you there during the festival?
Oh, fuck you.
Right, you've never invited me.
Well,
I've been around. You got my number. You never
You've never
called.
been around. You've never been around.
You're a
Between
douche
you
'cause
and I.
you don't hang out with me anymore.
But that's right, because they don't allow me on Mount Olympus, and they say, "Look, keep your dog on a leash when I go in with Jason."
You're welcome to stay with me whenever you want in Mount Olympus. If you get drunk in Hollywood and you want to come to Mount Olympus, my place, I'll give you a key.
Get out of town.
I would give you a key.
Get the fuck out of here.
I would give you a key.
Do you know what? I will probably never stay at your place, but I would love that key.
Once I get some keys, I get you a key.
Yeah, all right.
Do I get a key?
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, I'll give you a key. I'll give you a key.
Did Jason get a key?
No key.
In fact,
No
Jason,
key.
Jason, do you have a key to my house?
Yeah.
Can I have it back right now?
And one of the stipulations on the keys that you get, he's not allowed to touch that key. You can come over whenever you want, but you wait until I get home. You have to stand out the front.
Scared me. I want the key back.
Nah, really?
I haven't got a key. I
And
actually
you know what,
used to live
Jason?
here.
You can't come into my house till you speak in tongues.
All right, here's your key.
So thanks for listening.
Yeah,
All right. Is that the end of the show, Ernie? Is that the end of the show, everybody? Yeah. I want to thank everybody, all the Mongs that are here that Haven't been talking much lately. I'd like to thank MSG for some funny shit and for putting up with Jason and housing him. Thank you for that. Paul Provenza, thank you very much for coming and watching that fucking...
That was memorable.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
I've
Jim
never,
Jeffries.
I've never done a podcast yet that might actually be entered as evidence.
Is that internet still running?
I don't think so. I don't know. So, good night, everybody, and yeah, good night. Hope we're all here next time.